It's one of the globe's most famous football venues, but this crowd of 60,000 plus is gathered to watch a different type of football. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They go play action on 1st. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing here, Darnold. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Hits his man on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from this one right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hall. And he gets back to the line, but no more. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Working across the field, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Jukes out of one stop, and he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It's caught. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's Rodgers. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Now Darnold. The Jets get there and bring him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing from the gun here. Rifles it, and it's caught. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
So at halftime, the scoreboard reads 7-0. Now it's back across the Atlantic to our studios in sunny Orlando, Florida. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. 2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our 2nd half. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our 3rd quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They are throwing it again. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Rodgers will look to throw. Open receiver, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw right side, and that one's hauled in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And he manages to reach the 19 before he's stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 19. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. So we're through 3 here. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. Has it in close. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Jets offense now set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. Jukes one defender. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's Hall once more. And they bring him down around the 34. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Rodgers to throw. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They give it to him again. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Second and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here he is to throw. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw. Putting the body on the line for his team. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He finds the open man there, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Now to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Need this to force overtime. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the win goes to the Jets. Well, partner, another contest in the books. Great work, and as always, a pleasure to call it with you up here in the booth.
No matter how many games we call together, it never loses its excitement. No 2 games are exactly the same, so there's always a new story waiting to be told when we get to this field on game day.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say cheerio from London.